Thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl, Biani.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I am back today with a reaction video. I saw this video and I was just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, please? Because I have a lot to say about this, and let me just get straight into it. I am so sick and tired of these men on the internet that love to bash women or always speak negative. With these people, like, I never hear them speak positive about women. It's always trying to pinpoint where women are going wrong, or what's wrong with women, or women's downfall, or what makes a woman lose value. How about you elevate women? How about you highlight the strengths of a woman? How about you speak on the impact women have on people's lives, whether it be men or young females? How about that? And if you want to speak about women in such negative ways, how about you stop boxing women and generalizing women? Anyways, you guys are probably like, what are we talking about here? I'm going to show you guys the video. We're going to watch it together, and I'm just going to give my 2 pence on it as I usually do. So make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more of this type of content, let me know in the comments section. Boom, bash, bosh. Right, let's watch this.
As a male, I could have 18, 30, 40, 50 women pregnant at the same time. As a female, you can only be pregnant by one man at a time. And further, it benefits you as a woman to stick to that man, because the more you get pregnant, the more your value declines. Stretch marks, losing the vaginal elasticity, and all of these meaningful things that attract men. So you are one who should stick with a man. So monogamy is very meaningful for women, whereas for a male who has a lot of resources, monogamy is not a necessity.
It's actually a detriment to you. I personally think if you're a man of a certain status and income, it's stupid for you to be monogamous. But you know what I'm saying? But women can still benefit from you not being monogamous.
Okay, first of all, this part.
I could have 18, 30, 40, 50 women pregnant at the same time.
What is that thing? As if he said something. He can have 20, 30, 50 women pregnant at the same time. Why the ding? I don't understand what is so good about that. Like, why are you talking about that as if it is something positive? Whether you are a man or whether you are a woman, having lots and lots of different kids with multiple different people declines your value. Value has nothing to do with gender. If you're out here in these streets as a man and you think that it's okay to have kids with multiple different women, and especially like at the same time, like you want to highlight and pinpoint that, my friend, will decline your value. I will look at you as a man and think, where is your discipline? Where is your value as a man? Where is your value as the seed that you carry? Where? I will be asking you these questions. Based on that, your value, sir, is not as high. We talk a lot about women carrying value or having value or valuing themselves, but I hear very little on men valuing themselves. Like, you need to value your body as well. Like, your body, sir, is a temple. Therefore, you need to value your body. You take very good care of your body when it comes to the external appearance, when it comes to gymming, when it comes to well-being, when it comes to like fitness in general, what you're eating. You know, when men are really focused when it comes to like their workouts, they are really disciplined and really focused. Why is that? It's because you look at your body and you're like, this is my temple, and I'm going to create the best body, the best version of me that I possibly can. Why do you not apply that same concept and principle into actually keeping yourself, keeping your body, and not just giving yourself to any women that throws themselves at you, any woman that you see that you're like, oh yeah, she's got body, she's got breasts, she's got a pretty smile, so I'm just gonna give myself to her. Why do you not apply discipline and actually look at semen retention and actually the benefits of that, and actually look and understand the importance of doing that, not just because you're valuing yourself enough not to just give yourself to anybody, but actually what it can do to you as an individual, and how focused it can make you be, and how practicing self-control and discipline can actually better you as a man. Why don't you focus on that instead of focusing and putting all your energy into looking at women and saying, oh, you know, your value declines if you have multiple kids? Well, let me tell you something, your value declines as a man also to women if you have multiple kids out here in these streets, because most of the time, are you even looking after these kids? Are you even in their lives? Are you even present in their lives? Not just financially, not just giving them money, but you actually present in your kids' life. Like, can you actually afford to have all of these kids? It's not just women losing or declining value. It's each individual, each party will decline in their value and they will lose their value. It doesn't make you a better man. We're not in these days anymore where you're praised for having multiple women or multiple kids. No, that's only amongst men. And sorry, let me rephrase that. That is only amongst boys that you celebrate one another for sleeping around, being unfaithful, and having multiple children. Real men, I believe, do not do that. Real men value themselves. Real men actually obtain a level of discipline, focus, and leadership that they are able to bring some form of reformation or bring some form of change in people's lives. And you're not able to do that if you're too busy out here in these streets. Only if you're focused you are able to do that. So I don't really know what these people are talking about, but it's very frustrating. Let me try and listen to it again, because child, you was talking so much gibberish I got lost.
I could have 18, 30, 40, 50 women pregnant at the same time.
And he's saying it so confidently as well. Okay, let's talk about the body changes, because I'm glad that he actually brought that up. Oh, it's better for you to stay with that one man, insinuating that no other man, by the way, is really going to find you attractive because your body declines, you start getting stretch marks, negative. So you're again insinuating that, you know, a woman who gets stretch marks and her body changes, it's all negative. You know, men don't want that. Men want that perfect smooth skin, no marks, nothing, you know, that like newborn type of thing. That's what they want. Well, I'm going to hope that you are only talking about a specific type or a specific group of men. This is the thing, I don't want to generalize men, because I want to believe that there are actually real men out there who appreciate a real woman's body. The way that he's talking about, you know, women's changes, is kind of like, why are you being so negative about that? Like, I would hope that you don't have a woman, by the way, who's given birth, because for what I'm hearing, it's almost like you're saying, well, men don't really want that. Men don't want women with real bodies, which is a shame to hear, because as far as I'm aware, like, men appreciate a woman who is able to not only just like carry kids, and I know that he's not talking about women who can carry, who can't carry, but it's all the effect of it. Like a woman who carries kids, and a woman who embraces her body changes. Like, there are men who love women's stretch marks and tribes. It's a part of life, it's a part of the female body, it's a part of what we go through, you know. It's significant to what we've just gone through. We've just given birth, you know, and our body changes. And so for as a man to be able to sit there and be like, it's even beneficial for you as a woman to stick to one man and keep having kids with that one man, because men don't want women whose body is declining. Why are you talking about a woman's body who's just given birth, or who's got kids, in a negative way, in a way of it deteriorating or declining? Like, I'm just so baffled. Like, what is he talking about? Sir, what are you talking about, bro?
30 stretch marks, losing the vaginal elasticity, and all of these meaningful things that attract men. So you are one who should stick with a man for.
And excuse me, but losing your vaginal elasticity doesn't just come from giving birth, okay? Because when you do give birth, okay, and you do rip, for example, let me just educate you a little bit, you can actually get that tightened up and it will make it even tighter. Excuse me for the TMI information, but there is so many other ways that you can get loose, okay?
I personally think if you're a man of a certain status and income, it's stupid for you to be monogamous. But you know what I'm saying? But women's kids.
Man says it's actually a detriment to you. So being monogamous is detrimental, and it's stupid for a man of a certain stature and a certain caliber who earns a certain amount of money. It's stupid for him to be monogamous. You don't actually believe that? It's stupid for you to be monogamous? Like, are you okay? I mean, these words are pretty strong words to me. Detrimental? It's detrimental to who? How is it detrimental to be committed to one person? It's called self-control. Like, it's called making a decision and sticking to it. Like, it's really not that hard. And it's messages like this that permit us, and it opens up a door that makes us believe and second guess ourselves and our ability to be faithful, and that's very detrimental. Don't let anybody tell you that, oh, because I'm a man now, you know, like a young boy growing up, like, well, all my life I've been hearing messages that I'm not supposed to be monogamous, so I'm not even gonna try and commit myself to one woman. Like, if you want to have multiple women, by the way, like, so be it, like, go for it, but don't sit there and actually act and think that it's okay for you as a man to have multiple kids, to bash women. Don't sit there and think that it's okay to do that. Like, it's not okay, guys. Everything about this video is wrong. Like, if he had said, for example, you know, women's body changes, and I think sometimes what happens is that women tend to let themselves go. So many different reasons women end up in these situations where they get married, they have kids, suddenly they start putting on the weight, they're not really putting in the effort anymore, they're not really trying, they're not looking sexy. It really does turn men off. You know, men love to see things. Men are very visual. Men want to come home and they want to look at you and be drawn to you. This is just how they are. There's so many different routes that they could have gone to, which is towards truth more, because it does happen. Like, women do let themselves go, like, especially when you have kids. Now, women, we have our reasons for it, and I can stand here and I would stand for women, but at the same time I would also say, yes, you know what, like, it is true. Like, if you've got a man and you've got kids, like, hello, that's what it's about. Like, you have to be able to multitask, you have to be able to please your man, you have to be able to look after your man and look after your kids and look after your home. It's a lot of work, but at the same time there needs to be balance. Like, you cannot let yourself go. Do you get it? Like, I would be like, yes, like 50-50, we need to balance it out, because at the same time, you can't expect a woman to be superwoman. Like, we're not superheroes, we're not superwomen, we're just not. Like, if you're out here, if you're my partner and you're not supporting me, you're not being a partner, you're not helping me, like, you're not even like giving me, you're not even being like, oh, hey babe, you know what, like, how about you have this day to yourself, go treat yourself, go pamper yourself, do this and do that, I'll look after the kids for today. Like, if you're not even as a man trying to do that, but you want to sit and complain, you want to complain about how she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that, she's like this, she's like this, she's declining, she ain't got value, she ain't then we can't really have a conversation. But if you're like, you know, I've tried to support her, like, I've tried to do this, and she's still not working towards investing in herself, then that's a different story. So I feel like we need to have balance when we have conversations like this, because people listen to these things, people will take these type of messages as gospel and actually run with it, thinking that it's true, it's truth, it's the right way, and it's not the right way. I'm so sorry. If you want to talk about anybody declining, it's both men and women declining if you have multiple kids with multiple people outside. Like, that's not okay for no gender. Like, that's not okay for nobody. I will look at you as a man and I'll be like, why do you have so many kids with so many different women? Like, do you think that's okay? Do you think that makes me attracted to you? Because it really doesn't. You're actually unattractive to me. And it's even worse if you don't even look after your kids. It's even worse. Women, most of the time, we don't have a choice but to be home and look after our kids. Men, you have a choice. You have a choice to be outside or actually be present. And most of the time, men will choose to be outside. So to find a man who's actually present in his kid's life, who actually looks after his kids, that's the big thing, and that's attractive. Okay? So please, don't come here try and tell women we're declining. We ain't declining for nothing. You're declining. Anyways. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please do hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell, and I'll switch you guys to my next video. Bye, guys.